Hello everybody and welcome back to our Project Motor Racing coverage. The game is now released, or if not released right now, will be released later today. If it's not released yet, you still have a chance to save 10% by picking up the pre-order. If you're on PC, you can use the affiliate link down in the description. It does go and help the channel out. If the game is already out by the time you're watching this, well, you can still use that affiliate link. Again, it will still help out the channel. We are in round 4 of our US South MX-5 Trophy Cup, and we're back to Seabring, this time running the Johnson layout, I believe it is. And once again, we managed to qualify in first position, 1 minute and 22 seconds versus 1 minute and 21. What? No, those times are completely off. I'm pretty sure I qualified like 1:17. I don't really know what those times are. Quite frankly, as you can see, they're completely out of work. Any rate, we're gonna see what we get here. Hopefully we get a nice payout at the end of this championship, because we pretty much have first place locked up no matter what position we finish this track or this race. I've yet to really figure out how to nail the start. That was pretty good. What I did there was rev it to 6,000 and try to hold it there and then drop it in gear. Up to this point, I was just flooring it and dropping it in gear. Maybe holding it 6,000 limited my rear spin, and thus gave me more traction off the line. Something else, as I become more familiar and more comfortable with this car, is I've developed a awareness that under heavy braking, when the brakes are cold, they will grab bad to the right. That seems to go away once the brakes warm up. But heavy stabbing on the brakes when they're cold, it'll just jerk to the right. Warming the brakes up on your out lap if you're qualifying, or trying to maybe drag the brakes a little bit race start just to get some temp in them, may be advantageous. Or they just grab on their own. Now, there's been some chatter about game performance and things. I've managed to turn on the game overlay. I couldn't get it to capture an OBS. I did manage to get the game overlay turned on, and I was locked at 90 FPS in-game based on my display settings. And in the menus, it's at 60 FPS, again, based on my display settings. I upped it to 120 and ran some practice here with the MX-5, and what I found was frame rates anywhere in the upper 90s to low 100s, I really wasn't able to maintain 120. So I have locked it back down to 90 FPS because that is rock solid in the running that I've done where I've monitored that. And for me, the key on that is I lock down the frame rates because I need GPU overhead for game capture and live streaming. If you're simply playing, then yeah, you could max out your GPU, but to some degree, in my opinion, locking it at, let's say, 90 and having a sustained 90 versus it bumping between upper 90s and upper 100s can give you a better overall experience because it's smooth. It's not inconsistent frame rates. I've also gone in and changed my settings from what I had initially in that first look video to be basically ultra. Native rendering, no DLSS. I could probably just keep it in third around that last corner now. It's technically slower, but it's a little less risky. With traction loss. One 16.6 fast lap, 1:15.9 optimal lap. No traction loss there, but we do lose some time.
Car behind is making ground on us. Keep the pressure on.
I hope you are enjoying the Project Motor Racing coverage we've got here and enjoying the format of the videos. Like I said, we stopped showing the practice and qualifying. Instead, just the race. and having the cockpit view as the main view, putting kind of the overhead trackside camera down the lower right, I think is fun for a little bit of a cinematic. I could switch that up. Let me know what y'all prefer down in the comments below.
You got this, you're in the lead. Final lap. Keep you on the island.
I mean, can you ever get purple? All three. And there we have it. P1 and the championship.
Victory is ours. Congratulations on the win. Great drive.
So at this point, I'm really just trying to figure out, am I going to earn more money after completing the championship? We go ahead and repair the car. Doesn't need repairs anyway, but you know, I like to zero it out. And I'm coming back. I'm looking. I've got $67,000. Do I get more money because we finished the championship? If I do, where do I collect it? Well, I noticed down here in the lower right a finish button. I eventually click on this finish button, and well, you'll see what happens. But I'm still kind of floundering here, trying to figure out, is there something more to do? There you go. $75,000 for winning the championship. Now we got a total bank balance of $142,245. I just realized my mic was muted, so everything you just heard after the race was in voiceover. Anyway, next event. Or we could come here, garage, right? We could go purchase another car, right? But I think the only car we could buy with our winnings maybe the Carrera 911 Carrera for the Carrera Cup. Everything else is still outside of our reach. Oh no, we could pick up the Camaro and basically nearly drain our bank account to run the GT4. We're not going to do that though. We probably should have a little bit more money in the bank, but we could buy it. We'll have what, $11,000 left, and then we'd have to earn some more money. We've already done that one, so we don't need to do that again. Let's register. We need $10,000. So yeah, that would, I think that if we bought that Camaro we probably would have enough money to enter the championship, but not enough money to actually enter a race, and we'd be done. We'd have to sell a car. We'd have to sell a Camaro we just bought. Let's go here. Let me see if I can't figure out where to adjust the difficulty. Okay, so I figured it out. In order to change your difficulty or your AI strength after you've created your team, I was getting worried you couldn't do that. You've got to do a few things, and you got to make sure you confirm it a few times in order for it to save out. Remember, we ran the South at 75% difficulty or 75% AI. We're going to run the North at 80%, and this is where I changed it. Back here, under your team, you're going to go to Manage Team. You're going to go to Career Settings, and you're going to adjust your AI value. So, for example, we're at 80. I'm going to change it to 85, just for demonstration purposes. And we're going to confirm. It says 85. We're going to hit confirm again. Okay? Now, if we come back in, it's going to say 85. What I found is if I hit space to confirm, it says 80, but if I hit escape and come back, it's still at 85, right? So you got to double confirm. Are you sure? Yes. Are you really sure? Yes, I am. Thanks. So confirm, confirm, then it's been confirmed, and now we can come up here and we can go and register for the next series. We're going to earn 145K in that championship. Well, we're going to be able to earn up to that, I guess. So register. Yep. And it's just three races. Lime Rock Park, Canadian Motorsport Park, and Lime Rock Park again. So road course, Grand Prix, and then the sports car layout. Nice. Okay. So we get 20 points and $12,000 for first place. $2,125 entry fee. Got $132,000. So after we run this, we should have a pretty good bank balance where we could move up and pick up that GT4 car and start running some GT4 series, should we so wish. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Lime Rock Park. Alrighty. This is no chicane, no tomfoolery, just fun racing around a quick, windy track in a fun little car. And that's what we're going to do for the next race. I'm going to hopefully set up a schedule where we're going to be releasing these videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and at least one day over the weekend, if not 2 days over the weekend. We'll also be live streaming, as I mentioned, Project Motor Racing in a private league on Saturdays, starting this Saturday. If you want to be a part of that, do click the Discord link in the description and join the Discord. I'll have out the schedule of events, and you'll be able to join in on the fun. You'll be able to practice during the week with the specific track that we are going to be at. And then on Saturday at the appointed time, 8 p.m. Eastern, I will set up the private lobby. We'll have a fixed practice duration. We'll have a fixed qualifying duration. And then we're going to run our race. Now, I'm not really sure how long the races are going to be quite yet, but we will be, at least for the first championship, running the MX-5, because I do know that we're going to have some folks who are a little less experienced with sim racing, and the MX-5 is a nice car, I think, in order to get your entry into that. Once we're done the first round, though, all bets are off as to what car we're going to race. Until next time, keep those wheels between the lines.